Hi everyone. We're talking about question words. Question words are question helpers. Ce sont des mots qui nous indiquent que c'est une question qui s'en vient. Et ils aident à savoir quel genre de question. Okay? They are question helpers. So in English, there are quite a few question words. Il y en a quand même quelques-uns. But here are the most important, okay? What, who, when, how, why, where, was, and which. So, what are they in French? And when do we use them? Okay? In French, what is pretty much quel or qu'est-ce que. We use what when we want to know an information about something. What color is? What date is it today? What is your mother's name? What is your name? C'est quand on demande pour une couleur, pour une date, pour un nom d'une personne, quel est ton prénom? T'sais? On demande pour un quelque chose, même si on ne peut pas y toucher. We are going to use what? Then, if we want to ask a question and the expected answer is a person, donc si on veut poser une question et que la réponse attendue c'est une personne ou un groupe, then we will use who, qui. En français, lorsqu'on pose une question qui débute par qui, on sait que la réponse, ça va être quelqu'un ou un groupe. Donc, it's the same thing here. When we want to know about a person or people, or people. So, who is your dad? Who runs in the street? Qui court dans la rue? Qui est ton père? Who bought this gift? Qui a acheté ce cadeau? Who was the first one in the classroom? Qui était le premier dans la classe? Those are examples. So, if you want to know about a person or people, we begin the question with the question word who. The third one, when. When it's about time. So when we want to know it's about time of something, then we use when. En français, quand. Lorsqu'une question débute par quand, on sait que ça va être dans 2 jours, ou à 9 heures, à 17 heures. Ça va être quelque chose du genre. It's the same thing in English. So, when you want to know about time, when is the first class? When is Christmas? Hein? Quel est le premier cours? Quand est Noël? So, when, it's all about time. The next one, there are many variations. Il y a quand même plusieurs variations, but it's pretty much how. How, comment. Mais lorsqu'il est associé à un autre mot, tel how often, how much, how many, d'accord? Mais là, à ce moment-là, ça devient combien? Mais c'est pas mal la même chose. Donc, comment? How do you do this? Comment tu as fait cela? How do you explain? Comment tu expliques? How do you go over there? Comment tu fais pour te rendre là-bas? Donc, how, comment. Why? Why, c'est le fameux pourquoi. When you want to know why. Usually, when the answer begins by because it's a why. Okay? But you could have many different answers. So, why did you do this? Pourquoi as-tu fait cela? Why did you eat something? Pourquoi as-tu mangé telle chose? Why did you not call? Pourquoi tu n'as pas appelé? OK, il y a plusieurs réponses, là, mais possibles. Mais vous comprenez, quand on cherche une raison, why? Where? When you want to know about a location. So, en français, où? Lorsqu'une question commence par où vas-tu? You expect an answer with a location. À la maison. Where do you go? At home. Where do you go this morning? At school. Where did you eat last night? Où as-tu mangé la nuit dernière? At the restaurant. OK? So vous comprenez que quand c'est pour un endroit, a location, it's where. Les deux derniers, the last two, are a little special. Okay? We don't use them as often as the first six. On les utilise pas vraiment aussi souvent que les 6 premiers. But when you get to master those two, they are very incredible. Okay? Donc, quand vous serez rendu capable d'utiliser ces deux-là, c'est vraiment aidant. Was. Use this word when you want to know to whom something belongs. Donc, la réponse attendue est une personne. Vous voulez savoir à qui appartient un objet. Par exemple, who's this? Excuse me. Who's this pencil? À qui appartient ce crayon? Donc, il pourrait y avoir un objet et plusieurs personnes, et l'on demande, dans toutes les personnes, à qui appartient ce crayon. On pourrait faire la même chose avec who's this telephone? Or wallet? Or calculator? Or poster? Hein? Who's this poster belongs to? On pourrait le dire comme ça. Donc, on cherche une personne à qui appartient un objet. Donc, généralement, c'est le cas le plus souvent rencontré. Et à l'inverse, le dernier, the last one, which, and there are no T, so it's not a sorcière, okay? You use this one when you want to know what object belongs to a person. Dans le cas de whose, il y a plusieurs personnes possibles, un objet, et là, on veut savoir la personne. Which, c'est l'inverse. Il y a plusieurs objets, et on veut savoir la personne, quel objet est le tien. C'est pour ça qu'en français, on dit lequel. So, which one is yours? Il y a plusieurs crayons. Which one is yours? Là, je veux savoir, le tien, c'est lequel de ces crayons-là? Ou même chose, s'il y a plusieurs affiches, if we have many posters, which one is yours? Parce qu'il y en a un de ceux-là qui est à toi. C'est là qu'on utilise which. Which one is yours? Donc, whose, plusieurs personnes, un objet. Which, plusieurs objets, une personne. Donc, c'est quand on veut savoir l'individu a quel objet. Donc, c'était les 8 question words. So, those were the 8 question words that we'll see more often in English. What, when the expected answer is something, an information about something, an object, sometimes. Who, when it's about a person. When when it's about time, when the expected answer is about time. How about a way to do something or to count. Why a reason. Where a location. Whose, to who belongs that object. So it's a person that owns something. And which, it's exactly the opposite. Is it when you want to know you, which one is yours, or someone else, which one is his. So those were the 8 question words. It's long, but that's it. You pretty much know it all. So bye-bye, bonne soirée, à la prochaine, bye-bye, bonne journée. Now, time to make a few exercise. So let's go here. We have questions with a missing question word. And we also have the answer. It's really important to read the answer because in some cases you could have many options. Okay? So depending on the answer, you will pick the right question word. So let's go with the first one. Something. Are you crying, Jessica? Let's read the answer. Because, ding ding, because I cannot find my favorite doll. So, is it about time? No. Is it about a person? No. Is it a reason? We're talking about crying, pleurer. Pourquoi pleures-tu? Je viens de donner la réponse en français. En tout cas, c'est très difficile de ne pas donner les réponses. It's really hard not to give it away. So, are you crying, Jessica? Because it's a reason. So, let's go with why. Why are you crying, Jessica? Because I cannot find my favorite doll. Yes, it makes sense. Something. Do you go to bed? I go to bed at 9 o'clock. On parle de temps. We're talking about time. When we're talking about time, we use when. Let's go and see. When do you go to bed? Oh, yes, it makes sense. When. And let's do a third one, a last one. Is your maths teacher? Oh, maths teacher. We're talking about a person. Mr. Terzioglu is my maths teacher. We're definitely talking about a person. On parle vraiment d'une personne. And when we want to ask about a person, it's who. Who is your maths teacher? That makes sense. That works. Who? Et voilà. So, if one of those give you a hard time, you skip it and come back at the end. Lorsqu'il y en a un que vous n'êtes vraiment pas certain, vous le passez et vous revenez à la fin. C'est une stratégie à utiliser qui est très efficace. Au revoir, bye bye. See you next time.